the fucking Eagle Double G.
Do you know what compulsory voting is?
Yes.
Explain it.
Basically, it's just like voting that you have to do.
Okay. So, how do you think compulsory voting would change American politics?
Well, like, it'd be dumb because you'd have a bunch of, like, basic people who don't know what they're talking about having to vote. And they just don't know what they're talking about. It's just stupid.
Okay. It's pretty good.
Alrighty.
Most models predict that if compulsory voting was implemented, the number of Democrats elected to federal positions would increase dramatically because a lot of young people don't vote, and that would make them vote, and most of them do have more liberal ideas. Finally, are you for compulsory voting or against it?
Against it.
I'm not gonna be a part of this system!
Hello?
I would like to report someone who did not vote.
Who was it?
Some guy wearing a crappy t-shirt and a stupid beanie.
Did he have a dumb haircut too?
Darn right he did.
Boy. I'll go get him.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Chevy John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do? Yeah, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You chuck it on that one, you chuck it on this one, you chuck it on your mother and you chuck it on your father, you chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister, you chuck it on that one and you chuck it on me.
I think I lost her. Do you know what compulsory voting is?
I mean, yeah, it's just voting that's enforced, like everyone has to vote.
How do you think compulsory voting would change the political landscape in America?
Everything would probably become a lot more liberal and or Democratic, because essentially a lot of young people are discouraged from voting because they are convinced that their votes don't matter, and a lot of the people who do vote end up being the old white people who are Republicans. So it'll probably make everything a lot more democratic, and there will be a lot more Democratic people in office.
All right. And are you for compulsory voting or against it?
I'm definitely for it.
We sound like you all the time. Get over there. Go. Get to the car. Go. No, you need to vote. Like the fuck. Do it. Police brutality. Oh my god. Oh my.
I don't want to be here, coming.
Sam, shut up! You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements.
I plead the fifth.
Shut up!
Do you know what compulsory voting is?
Yes.
All right, could you explain it in some short words?
Basically, it's a requirement by the federal government that everybody should vote.
Okay. How do you think compulsory voting would change American politics?
I think it would be dangerous because of people that are not educated on the subjects, and we might get somebody not qualified in office or in offices if people were not educated about the issues and really cared about the depth of the issues in hand.
A lot of political scientists have done studies about compulsory voting and have found that if compulsory voting were to be implemented, it would shift American politics in a very liberal sense. It would, because the vast majority of young people don't vote, if they were made to vote in federal elections, it is predicted that a lot of them would vote in more liberal ways, and that would actually increase the amount of liberals in Congress and eventually into the presidency. Now, are you a proponent of compulsory voting, or would you consider yourself against compulsory voting?
I would say I'm definitely against it. Yeah. I wasn't sure.
Sign it, scumbag. Fines $20. Hand it over.
Now the question is this working? Red light.
I think so.
Says red light.
Dang it!
That's boring!
Wait, no!
Getting the beauty shot?
Yeah, man. Gotta get the angles.
Present's gonna be.
Stop!
Jimmy, stop! Breaking and entering is bad. I'll actually get arrested for that. I totally got that fast.
This isn't on Snapchat and it's a problem.
Oh, God. Now you undid this, and I have to redo it.
Wait, what did I do?
You read that?
Okay.
You can just cut that video.
Get around and I'll smile.
Get around here.
cold, and I've been running around. It's cold and windy, and I've been running. I had to jump at This is some bull. Dude, I tripped like 6 times. I had to be outside in the cold doing this for a grade. I better get an A. Compulsory voting is some It's not worth it. People like Berman Supreme end up as president. Well, y'all get a on it if you just vote him in. You gotta brush your teeth, though. This country is suffering a great moral and oral decay.